Hi, I'm Lydia.
And I'm Rob.
And this is BBC News School Report from St Aidan's. Coming up, we'll be looking at Blackpool Football Club almost a year on from their promotion.
Also, we'll be taking a closer look at texting, getting news on the royal wedding and lots more.
But for our first story this afternoon, have you ever been walking outside and stood in some dog mess? If you have, you'll know it's not pleasant. But in Blackpool, dog owners that fail to clean up after their dog will be heavily fined from now on. Here's Marie with more.
These community support officers have been given training so they can issue fines for dog fouling and littering, and are patrolling the north of the town. And be warned, because if you get caught, you could go home with a heavy fine of up to £1,000. The issue has been raised many times at PACT meetings over the past 18 months, and due to public concerns after it was discovered the dog fowl can be dangerous to children, PCSOs were given training to assist council staff on the clampdown. The officers will now carry out a number of plainclothes patrols in hotspot areas and will issue £50 fines, but fail to pay up and it rockets to £1,000. We asked some student dog owners for their opinion. This is Danny. Danny, do you have a dog?
Yeah.
What's they called?
Tinkerbell.
And how, do you walk Tinkerbell or do your parents do it?
We go twice a week.
What would your parents think if you came home with a fine?
I'd probably get shouted at and they wouldn't be that happy with me.
Thanks, Caitlin. This is Kelly and she's a dog owner. So what are your dogs called, Kelly?
I've got two boxers, Bruno and Tuscan.
Cute. So when you go walking, do you always make sure you carry bags?
Honestly, just depends. If I'm walking probably around like on the streets or in a park, I'll always carry bags with me, but sometimes I take them to derelict places like open fields, and obviously I don't run right behind them, they'll run miles away from me, so I can't always see where they're going. So sometimes obviously I won't be able to pick up all the dog fouling that they do. But yeah, I'd say 90% of the time I'll always pick up.
Can 3D technology really be harmful to your eyes? Over to Will.
Scientists think that 3D technology such as TVs and the new Nintendo 3DS could be dangerous. They think that 3D images could damage the eyes of people, especially young children. According to Jeffrey Katzenberg from DreamWorks Animation, there is not anybody legitimate in the medical profession who has suggested that we are jeopardizing the health of our children. Reports indicate that although people may experience discomfort such as nausea or eye strain, it can't cause any severe health problems.
Now, we've got these lovely cups, but in less than a month the wedding of the year will be taking place and cups will be adorned with the happy royal couple. Let's cross over to our reporter Claire to find out more.
And it's not just cups, but the clothes they're wearing, the colour of the Queen's hat and what food it will be even. People across the country are taking bets on what will happen on the biggest event of the year. Joining me are some pupils from our local primary school, Preesall Fleetwood Charity, with their views. What colour outfit do you think the Queen will wear?
White. Seen the Queen wear lots of green, so green or blue? Cream. I think blue.
What music do you think will be played at their first dance?
Posh. Really posh, like ball music and things like that. Posh ball music or Katie's or Prince William's favourite song? Quite romantic.
Yes. What food do you think should be served at the royal wedding?
Big wedding cake. KFC. Some meat like pork and lamb and beef and stuff like that. Vegetables.
Do you think they'll have a big pizza?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
What do you think the weather will be like?
Sunny. Very sunny. Hopefully sunny. Very, very sunny unless Prince William or Katie says no and lightning might happen.
What do you think about having a day off school to watch the royal wedding?
Yeah. I think it's a good idea really, because we've spent all that time working and we get a day off. Yeah.
Will you be watching it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
What memorabilia would you like to have?
A plate with a picture of them on it, same as Lucy. A picture? A picture or cloth or plate or something.
Did you know that Prince William and Miss Middleton don't want any presents or gifts, as they have requested donations to go to one of 26 charities they have chosen? If you were to donate some money, to which charity would you choose and why?
In order to help other children who don't have things like us. And animal shelter, because to help all the animals that are homeless and sick out there.
I think in orders because there's loads of children on the streets who are suffering and they can get a house and might even get adopted and be able to rebuild their life.
Children are in need because they can get better equipment for them.
If you did have to buy a gift for a royal couple, what would you buy them?
I would buy them a holiday to Australia, a big ice sculpture with them both on it to help memorise the wedding day.
Probably a cruise, and maybe for the cruise they could have a limousine. A picture of them both on it.
Are you really looking forward to the wedding then?
Yeah!
And on that note, back to the studio. Now over to Rob for some sport.
As we near the end of Blackpool's first time in the Premier League, we wanted to find out how the club has adapted to being in the top tier of English football. Our school reporters went to Blackpool Football Club to interview staff and players on how their roles have changed.
Hi, I'm Ben.
Hi, I'm Robert.
And I'm Emma, and we're here at the home of Blackpool Football Club to see what effect being in the Premiership has had on the club.
Chris Ketting is Blackpool's 19-year-old goalkeeper. He has played since he was 8 years old and has played for Blackpool for 4 years.
What has been the highlight of the season so far for you?
The season, when I was on the bench for the first team at Bloomfield Road, it was a bit unexpected. So.
What has it meant for the younger members of the team being with a Premiership club? Is there more pressure on you?
I think there's more pressure, but there's a lot more benefits as well, like all the structures improved, there's a lot more staff coming to help us with better facilities and things like that, so a lot more pressure, but things have improved as well.
Do you think it is a good idea for younger players to study something else?
Yeah, definitely. It's like, the likelihood is about 90% of the players in the youth team won't actually make it as a pro footballer, so it's important that they've got something to fall back on.
Hi, I'm Sarah Nibbler, I'm the ticket office manager.
Have you had an increase in demand for season tickets?
Yeah, we sold just under 12,000 last year. We're taking renewals now for next year. We've only done 1,000 so far, but we are on sale remarkably early this year compared to any other year. So if we do stay up, obviously we'll probably do the 12,000 again, which will mean there's no availability whatsoever. But if we don't, then obviously we'll have quite a lot to sell.
I'm Stuart Hudson and I'm a media officer at the football club.
Do you have a greater press presence at the match now, and how do you go with it?
Yeah, obviously promotion to the Premier League. The Premier League's watched worldwide, so there's billions and billions of fans who are now interested in the Premier League. So in terms of media, we've had requests from all around the world, from Norway, from Denmark, from Dubai, Australia. So we've had to cater for that, and we've had to change various things, and our press box is full on a weekly basis for matches.
My name's Richard Wild and I'm the head of retail at Blackpool Football Club.
Have you noticed an increase in demand for shirts and merchandise?
A significant demand, yes. The TV exposure brought by the Premier League has seen sales of merchandise grow beyond anybody's belief. So in terms of every aspect of the retail department has grown significantly, from shirts right through to all our other items that we do sell in the shop. So in terms of increase, a significant one, yes.
My name is Derek Spence and I'm the Blackpool FC Community Trust Director of Operations.
What benefits do you think young people get from participating in a scheme like the one you run here?
Well, the benefits are fantastic in terms of if we're doing a fitness programme, then obviously there's the health benefits for that. In terms of actually getting involved, we have a lad who's in the room now from the Prince's Trust who's on work experience. The experience that he's gaining in terms of his confidence will be unbelievable. He's on an 8-week programme with the Prince's Trust, and as I say, the benefits are enormous.
Well, I'm Brett Lawrell and I play for Blackpool Football Club.
What has been the highlight so far?
I think everything really. I think Blackpool just being in the Premier League's one. Two, you know, having such a good season. But I mean, it just shows the quality of the league that everyone says, you know, we've had such a good season and we've played some really good games, yet we're still what is a relegation battle. So, but the league's a lot tighter than it were, you know, last year. So it's I think everything's been a highlight really. It's been, but hopefully if we can stay up, that'll be the main highlight.
What has been the lowest point of your season?
I don't know. Obviously, getting beat in any game is can be quite disappointing. But I'll probably say the Man United game at home. Even though I didn't get on, I was sub. But you know, because we played so well, we got 2-0 up, and you know, we should have had a penalty really, which you know could have won us the game. We didn't get it, and we ended up getting beat. But, so that's a pretty low point for us, I think.
How did it feel scoring the winning goal at Wembley?
It was brilliant, to be honest. I couldn't tell you at the time because it was my mind's gone blank. My mind went blank then at the time. But yeah, I mean it was superb. I think it was just an achievement that you know the lads as a team and the squad had done it. I've always said it doesn't really matter who scores the goals as long as we got there. But now that I did it, it's always nice. You know, it's a great feeling.
How does it feel making history by being the only footballer to score in every division in the same club?
Again, it's nice. You know, it'll make a good pub quiz question, I suppose, in a few years. But I'm always one of them. While I'm still playing, I try not to look back on things until you know when I retire, hopefully later rather than sooner, that I can look back and say that's a good achievement. But right now, I'm just I just want to play as much as I can and try and achieve as much as I can before I do retire.
How do you think being in the Premier League has affected Blackpool Town overall?
I think it's been brilliant, to be honest. Obviously with the stands getting built and that, and I think we averaged about 8,000 last year, and we've pretty much doubled that this season. Plus, you know, I think it brings a lot of revenue into Blackpool with top clubs coming here. I think a lot of them, especially on Saturdays, the fans make a weekend of it now because Blackpool's obviously got big resources for that sort of thing as well. So I think everyone in Blackpool's benefited from promotion, and hopefully if we can stay up, we can keep benefiting from that.
Has being in the Premier League affected you as a person and a footballer?
In a sense, it's nice because obviously I was at Southampton for 4 years in the Premier League as well. So, and if I'm honest, when I came back here, I thought, I came back here at 33. I thought probably, my time in the Premiership's gone. So just to get another chance has been brilliant. And it's always nice as a footballer to play against the best people and try and put yourself, pit your wits against the best teams and the best players in the world, which the Premier League's got that in abundance. So yeah, it's been fantastic.
I'm Robert.
I'm Emma.
I'm Ben, and we're reporting at Bloomfield Road for BBC News School Report and St Aidan's.
More news from St Aidan's in our second bulletin.